You're tuned in at 1040 AM KGGR 106.9 FM. If you are tuned into our social media, of course, it's no secret. You can see them right here. But if you're listening on the air, I'll tell you we have a secret. Well, surprise, we have right here in the flesh, the Walls Group. Hello to you.
What it do, what it do, what it do.
And it looks like everybody is kind of in transit because I know y'all are a very, very, very busy group.
School just started. It's crazy out here.
It's crazy out here. School, family, all of that going on, right? So I heard that you were just recently on tour. Are you still on tour?
We're still on tour right now. We are doing the way we're doing it because it had to work so that we could all be real nice and happy. But the way we're doing is that we're doing few different cities like 2 times out of the month, so it gives us time to kind of recuperate and do other things and also be back on tour. So yes, we are on tour. It's been going on since May, and we just did Dallas not too long ago, which was incredible. It was fun. It was packed out, and Dallas showed so much love, and we loved it.
Yes, absolutely. That's because Dallas loves you. We love you here, and we love playing your music here on the station, which is actually one of the only places in Dallas that they can get your music, or they can stream it as well. We're the last standing gospel radio station, so we just love to support artists like you. So how has it been with the tour? Have you ever done a tour that's been like every night, like 7 nights a week? And okay, so what's the major difference?
We did the House of Blues tour with Ty Tribbett and Kirk Franklin back in 2014. Sold out every show. It was fun. I think the difference is we were younger then, so we really just was kind of like, that's 10 years ago almost now. So we were like, oh, let's just do, we don't got nothing else to do. Now it's like, my body, his body be like, nah, baby, you need to take a little break. You need to go to sleep.
Then
you know what I'm saying?
Eat everything. Everybody don't have, every place don't got the food that you need to eat. So then you eat McDonald's, or you got to eat what you can eat because you got to get to where you got to get, or don't eat it all. And it's just adulthood is very
adulthood. Well, and yes, when you first started out, you were younger, so everything was like, ooh, lights, camera, action, let's go. But now it's like, it's a job.
And it's, and I think we still love doing it. We just have had to adjust to adulthood and everybody's schedules. And it works out, it definitely works out. It's different now. So
oh, gotcha. Do you rehearse a lot?
Not a lot. We don't rehearse a lot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've gotten to a place now where we kind of know each other enough to know, we know strengths, we know weaknesses. Now we rehearsed initially like, this is what we are doing. We put 2 weeks of time into it to get, this is what it is. And then after that, it was like, all right, we know what we're doing. Let's go. Let's figure it out. And then it gets different, and it gets, we change it up sometimes. But that's just, I feel like on tour, it happens. It's like, you know what? We feel like we should do it this way this time. Yeah. But rehearsal is not as like as it used to be, because it used to be like, we ain't got nothing else to do, so let's go sit down and rehearse this thing all day. Now we be like, listen.
I also feel like half of the time we do rehearsal, we don't even do what we said we was gonna do. Like,
it changes now.
We end up going out there praying for people. We end up like every show is just different. So we rehearse things, even if we do rehearse things, the set probably ain't going to be the set. So,
What's the point? Just go ahead and be led by the Spirit. We don't need to rehearse.
I mean, listen, okay.
Stories with groups. I mean, do y'all ever like fuss and fight?
Yeah. Not only are we're siblings, so that's gonna happen all day, every day. But like we said, we like at the end of the day, I think as we've gotten older now, it is not the same because we're older. We be like, listen, I don't have the time to scream and fight with you. But I think now it's more so that we understand that we all are different. We're older. Everybody has their different opinions. So we have put things in place to make sure that it is not a constant fight, but it's more so like, how do you feel? What do you need? What do you think? All right, let's try to put that in a pot and make it work so that we don't have to hear somebody say down the line, well, I never agreed. No, that's not, you said yes. So, but we are old. Like I said, we're older now, and we have a common goal. Fighting is going to happen because we're all strong personalities, but at the end of the day, We have the same goal. We want to win. We want God to be glorified, and that's it. So, but as long as we can get to that, we'll make it happen.
Do you guys have a ritual or something that you do before you come on stage each time?
Absolutely. Prayer, sing in prayer, and then we always do. I agree with you every time for everybody in the room. I agree with you. Then we go out.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's amazing. And we love to see how you guys show the love, and the fact that you love each other definitely shows on stage. So we absolutely love that. What about writing together, producing?
So everybody writes. I don't want to take good givings, but we all write. We do everything together. I mean, the whole process is a together thing. I always like hearing the finished product. I'm like, that is just good. Like, I ain't never heard that. That's just all people that's just always good all the time. Bop after bop after bop after bop after bop. It's just real good. And it's because we did it together.
You
That's
did
the
it.
walls. And put that wall song on there. We did it.
Wow. I love it. Wow, I love it. Now, you guys have worked with so many people and industry greats. Who is that one person, or you can name 2 or 3 that you really, that's your dream to work with them?
Like in the future?
Yeah. Mhm.
I want to work with Smino. He's great.
Wow. Okay. Who else?
I think mine has passed. Prince is still somebody that I love so dearly, but I feel like I would have loved to hear Prince sing our single "I Need You" with us. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy to hear, which we are nominated for a Dove for Best Traditional Song. Woo woo. But to hear Prince sing "I Need You" would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
I felt like he was so churchy. Like, I knew he, like, you can always tell when people, like, you went to church, you know the Lord, because I hear him in your voice. Like, I can always tell, and I just feel like, yes, he's also a fave. Like, I be getting so sad because I went to the Grammys. I think it's 2015. I think the year before he died. I don't even remember what year he died. I was just so excited because he presented an award, and I was in the room with him, and I was like, I love him. And I just never got to meet him or do a song with him or do anything with him. And I feel like he's the greatest artist of all time. So Prince is on my list as well.
Wow. And I'm sure then he could feel the energy. He could feel the energy.
I want a song with Ty. I don't know what would we do, but I want a song with Ty Tribbett too.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So hope you're listening, Ty Tribbett. Let's go ahead and connect that, because I think it will be pretty amazing. What can we look forward to seeing from you guys in the near future, like the next year, 2 years, or maybe your 5-year goal?
Oh, I ain't thought that far ahead. I'm just taking it day by day.
So right now we are we're on the tour, which we have to finish the year out, which we're excited about. So right now we have Memphis and Nashville coming up next week, which we are really excited about. And then after that, we have Chicago, and then Atlanta, and then the Carolinas. So we're excited about that. We're just finishing out this tour, and the album is out. The single is doing well. And then we are also a surprise, but it's not a surprise at the same time because we've been playing it at our shows, is our documentary from for this tour, which is called The 4 Walls Experience. And we're really excited about allowing people to see that, which is our story or the journey, our musical journey from our perspective. Because a lot of times people tell your story for you. And the reality is they don't really know. They only know what they think they know and what they feel, but you don't really know. So you get a chance to hear us say, the reality is that life can be unkind, but at the end of the day, we are called, and our job is to make sure and ensure that people get a chance to see God lifted no matter what. And that's, I think that's what we are excited about. So all of that is happening within the next few years, or the next year. So that's good.
Yeah. We're so amazing for you. You guys have such a bright future ahead of you, and so many years ahead of you. So I'm definitely excited about it. So talk about growing up. Was there ever a point where any of you were just like, I'm not gonna sing. I don't want to do this?
Actually, I always said that. I always said it. I said it until I just couldn't say it no more. The Lord literally was like, yeah, you want to run track and not sing for me? You can't run ever again. And I literally could not run. So then I had no other choice. I had to get swallowed in the Will's little belly. And then I decided I did want to sing a little bit after that. So yes. But I think everybody was like, nah, not really, but kind of like, I don't think it was anybody's just goal to just be singing out here in these streets. I think God just gave us the gift to sing, and then it was good, and then people saw us, and then, you know, it just was what it is, I guess.
It was what it was. Just couldn't deny
Yeah,
it.
like we all have had our moments throughout this journey where it was like, y'all can keep it. You know what I'm saying? We can keep this. We've had enough. You know what I'm saying? Like Reyes was from the beginning. Like, now, this ain't what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this,
Yeah.
I want to run track. I'm good at it. I am district. I'm killing. I'm doing my thing. I could be in the Olympics. That's what I want to do. And then I think even through like over the past, we've been doing this now for 15 years. We've all had the moments where it was like, you know, I'm a little sleepy. I'm a little tired. My body is tired. My soul is tired. My spirit is tired. And this is good. We can take a break, you know. But at the end of the day, we find ourselves coming back, and not necessarily to the industry, but more so because God says you have something that you need to do, and you need to stop focusing on all the things that don't matter and
Right.
focus on the things that really matters, which is you helping people see that it is not easy doing this Christian journey. And at the end of the day, your yes to me matters more than how you feel about the things you dealt with. And so yeah, we've all had those moments.
You know, I always have a question with me being an artist myself and being a part of a group myself as well. How do you guys handle like splits? Okay, so you write a song, only one of you wrote the song, or maybe two of you wrote the song. Is everybody splitting the money? How does that work?
I think that we just be like, all right, you get your part, you get your part. Even if it's been songs that ain't none of us wrote on, and somebody might have wrote by themselves. All right, Daryl, you get this 25, Ray, you get this 25, Pac, you get this 25. We got a song we put our mom on. Yeah, mom helped us write these first few verses. Now she gonna get 25, she gonna get 30.
Yeah,
it's like if friends come, like if we got friends that come, like it's just like give bro his 5, give bro his 2, give him his 10, give him his whatever. It's just it's a very when as far as splits go, that's not really like a fighting area for us.
Yeah,
like,
I think we all from the beginning we just decided like that was like that's easy. It's 4 of us in this group, and if so, because we know we learned early where the money comes from. The money does not come from the album sales. The money comes from you writing and producing your own and music.
Yeah,
and we all said our parents even taught us like, listen, you want it, you got to do it the right way, and we did it the right way every time. Like, hey, listen, you get this, you get this, you get this. Well, I didn't write it. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, because we all need to be paid. And sometimes you don't, because sometimes the song that everybody writes doesn't get the thing, you know. But at the end of the day, doing right is what's going to always bless you. So that's how we do it, always.
And the good thing is you're actually having a conversation about it, because a lot of people don't talk about it. They don't have that conversation about it. So that's where a lot of the fights begin to happen. So talk about how instrumental your parents have been throughout this entire process.
They are the reason we are kind of here, because if not for them taking on because there are parents that are going to have to, it's their responsibility, but for them taking on the responsibility of this industry, of not knowing anything about it and going head first, like we are about to bust these doors down, which they did. And a lot of times they get the bad reputation because they were so super duper protective of their children. And I know that in the industry, there's a way to do things, and there's a way you should act, and there's a way you should be. But the reality is that you cannot tell a parent that they cannot protect their children. And that's something that we appreciate more than anything. Not saying that they didn't make mistakes and they didn't, they didn't know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the goal was, these are my children, and you will not just mishandle them or mistreat them just because this is the way this is supposed to go. And I for one, we can all say that we appreciate the fact that they took hits for us, because at the end of the day, that's mom and that's dad. And they made sure that we were in rooms that we never thought we would ever be in, and that while we were in those rooms, we were seen and we were heard, and we weren't mistreated. Although we got mistreated to a degree, they did the best that they could to make sure that we didn't get the brunt of all of it, and that's something that we appreciate.
That's so awesome. Do you guys understand how blessed you are?
The Lord is kind.
I mean, really, to have parents who are so involved and care so much in making
sometimes
sure
too involved, but they involved. They was involved.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be a too involved point, but you just appreciate it, okay? But you had either too involved or not involved at all. So that's so great. That's amazing. I am grateful to you guys for stopping by to talk to us. Now, it's important to have someone that you are looking up to, and someone who are on your level, and then someone that you are pulling up, someone who's looking up to you. Talk about those three people, those three examples.
Okay, wait, what are the example? What are the three again?
So the person that you look up to, person, group, whoever that you look up to.
Okay, I can't answer this one because this is a good one. Somebody else answer this one.
I think for us, we looked up to other family groups for a long time. Like your Mary, which now we are now a part of My Block, they're now family and stuff like that. To see how they have trailblazed for, the type of music that we also now do, and also just being family and seeing them fight and seeing them, and it looks like, you know what? If they can fight and do it, we can fight and do it too, like that. And also the Clark sisters, who have literally been doing this for years and years and creating their own same thing, creating their own sound and being in this industry that it's not easy to be in, but still blazing and saying, we're going to keep going and we're going to keep doing. I feel like family groups for us, even on the other side, like the Osmonds or the Jacksons, and people that we see just pushing and doing it, it was kind of cool to see for us.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and so do you have friends that are pretty much kind of, I hate to say on your level, but someone who's going through it with you?
I actually just made some really cool friends. Well, I have friends that are more like, I think that we all make better friends meeting people at eye level. I really do a good job making artist friends, but like people that literally walk day to day with me. I think the most recent artist friend I made was Carson Barnes, that just signed with My Block, just because bro is cool as crap and as cold as. But other than that, I think that we do really well making community across, instead of going up and down a ladder of tiers and levels. We're not really very cliquish.
That's good. That's really good, because this industry is cliquish.
Very much so.
I learned that one the hard way. Okay, so then who is, because you have to be mentoring somebody, you have to be helping someone.
I feel like, go ahead, Aja.
I think the people that we mentor, being that we don't really see ourselves in that regard just yet, I think we're all very young still, but I think that the people we mentor are the people that we kind of don't know that well, because we all kind of have different audiences or for individuals that, I do lives, Paco does lives, Daryl does his lives, and there are different demographic of people who would come to, our individual events for the individual gifting that God has given each of us. And even Rhea, who is very much reserved, has a specific audience of people who she appeals to. So I think that the people that we mentor is kind of an accident. Not that we've ever sought out to have people that we're over, but people who kind of look to us for some type of guidance in the body. And I don't mean to say that like, this is our congregation, because I would never put myself in a position of leadership. Probably not, what the Lord says is different than what I would say, but I think that that's kind of how that works. So, there are people that we don't know, but people that make themselves known to us and like are kind of like our little family of people,
That's good.
And say that I'm starting to, for the first time at 27, I'm finally starting to understand impact.
Mm.
I finally saw an example of negative impact from something that I had said years ago on a young person that just was repeating what I assumed was just what he had internalized and, you know, it's spat back out. But then last night I saw another example of impact, and it involved all of us. It was so weird. I was just hopping from live to live. I was on my brother live, trolling him. He was on there laughing with his friends about his record. I was calling him old. I got on Aja live, and I was like, "Girl, you don't hear preaching again. I'm out of here. I'm about to get out." And then I got on this one. It was this little girl. Her name was Alexis. She was 14. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you on my live. Oh my God." I'm like, I was just listening because her brother was singing. And this dude, first of all, this dude reminded me of Carson, y'all. This dude was cold as crap. Like, this dude was crazy.
Wow.
And so she was singing next. And she's like, "I just wanted to let you know that me and my brother, like, I'm 14. We've been listening to your family since I was 3. I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm 27, not even old." But I'm old enough to have a legion of really cold. We old enough to have it's like an army of young people that's literally sentient and walking around now that either are and listen to everything Daryl is saying, Aja is saying, Red has said, Daryl has said, Aja has said, and they've extended and expanded on just seeds that we planted, just going around and doing what, you know, God was having us to do. We weren't rocking at stadiums. We was at church in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's so important that you guys do understand and realize, and now you sound so mature, that when you're a group, you know, we get the chance to pick one or two that we latch on to and that we follow. And so with you being young, you're young, but old, meaning there are so many people who look up to you. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in my 20s, but they look up to you as if you were in your 40s or 50s. So you do have to be careful in what you say and what you do. And I know that's a hard thing, especially when you're young and you're trying to experience life. It's like, how do I do this when I have such a huge following? So we will pray that you guys keep it together and stay on course like you have been doing. You are well respected in the industry, and we do love you guys. So we definitely, I don't want to take too much of your time. We thank you for stopping by just to talk to us.
We enjoyed you.
Yes, listen, I enjoyed you guys. Always, always, always. So go ahead and talk about the music, because we need these people to get it, and we need them to get it now.
Right now, our new single is out, I Need You, and our new album is also out called 4 Walls. It is out everywhere. You can go anywhere and get it. And also, we got some fire visuals on YouTube and Vivo and all the things, Tidal, everywhere. Just go and type in the Walls group, the 4 Walls. You will find everything. And go get your tickets for this 4 Walls experience right now at www.thewallsgroup.org. You don't want to miss this. It's really killing right now. We killing.
Oh, see, y'all see, they are very so personable and down to earth. I just want to say, for I Need You, you know, that's my song. So I know every single ad lib, everything. That's my song right there.
See.
Well, not, okay, you know what? Not this morning. Okay. We thank you so very much for joining us here, and we look forward to more. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.